It's here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the New Orleans Saints. Here's the kicker, Zane Gonzalez, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Atlanta. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive.
I'm only going to be able to carry it so far.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, second down. These two teams, they met in Atlanta earlier in the year with the Falcons winning that game. So a win here in Atlanta would give them the season sweep. From the 27, Fields. He'll drop this one off with ETN. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
Many times when a play breaks down and the quarterback's moving around outside of the pocket, you're thinking just get rid of something short. But a lot of guys are coached, think deep, take the big shot, hoping someone can get lost behind the secondary. They weren't able to connect on that one.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going to the passing game, it should open up his running game too. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Fields now to throw. He's got Turner. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons 16. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Fields. On the slant, complete to Hopkins. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line.
And oftentimes we think about statement drives in the second halves of games, especially in the fourth quarter. But here, it's happening early, a definite statement. They've held on to the ball for a healthy portion of this first quarter already. And now after that...
And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Gallup, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Saints take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And oh, that is going to be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now on 2nd and 13, Fields. That ball nearly intercepted. The rookie had his hands on it, but couldn't pull it in. Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Here comes the Saints punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. This is brought in at the 21. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Throwing to start the drive. Lucas eluding the pressure right. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. It's caught inside the 25. And down to the 11. It's a big play there for Atlanta. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield. Throwing on first down. Lucas. And it'll be intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And the Saints are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. A shotgun snap, Fields. He dumps it off for Henry. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Here's Fields sliding out of the pocket. And caught by Henry. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a 1st down.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Damn, bro.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage, if he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Now it's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, Fields. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. The Saints on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Fields. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Falcons are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Santos with the extra point. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead.
Santos set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. That's complete. He's got Lynch out of the backfield. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
So not quite out of danger just yet. Still backed up a bit, but only need a few inches here on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Lucas. Flushed out right. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. It's a big play there for Atlanta. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. This, the second meeting of these two teams. You might recall they met back in Week 5. And it was the Falcons getting the road victory in that one, so they'll look to finish off the season sweep here in Atlanta. Now a throw here to his running back. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. They'll look to throw again. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And the Falcons are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as they get the conversion there on 3rd and inches.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Touchdown! A great effort there. With touchdown number 20 on the year, and the Falcons get a bit closer. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that trims the lead down to 9. So the extra point good, and the roughing call going to move the ball out to the 50 for the kickoff.
And I think this is a good chance to pin them deep if you can land the kickoff inside the 5-yard line or so. Gain some field position for your defense.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The game clock setting at 2:02, so they'll get one play before the 2-minute warning. They'll start on the ground, ETN. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw is Fields. He's got his man. It's Gallup. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Montez Sweat in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. After the sack on 1st down, Fields nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Falcons grab it. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they've got just under 50 seconds, so time enough to try to work their way downfield if they so choose. Getting this into the hands of Turner. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
I know that halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. play action. It's Fields. He'll fire this deep for Gallup. And incomplete on a deep ball.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. A final shot before the break. Fields airing this one out for Evans. That's caught inside the 20. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half.
Really want to fall, bro.
The prayer is answered.
Damn, this game is so stupid.
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the third quarter?
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that makes this a 9-point game.
We're just about set to get back to it. Both teams making their final adjustments, and we'll head back to Atlanta and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. This fielded right at the goal line. And he's only going to get this to the 4-yard line.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
So still backed up, but the situation not as dire now. 1st and 10 at the 14. Back to throw. Lucas. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A big connection on that one. 30 yards. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He'll rifle this one deep right side.
You don't even fucking jump, man. Damn, this game is stupid.
And the Saints are going to take over.
You hit triangle, niggas don't even do anything.
Real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone.
God damn, man.
A little bit too greedy right there.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
What are y'all doing?
Now it's Fields.
Oh, get the fuck out of here.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. He's going to look deep down the field. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Falcons will take over here just shy of the 30. So now it appears they're going to accept the penalty, which means take away the interception. Also means keep your defense on the field. Don't understand this one.
What is...
On first down, it's Fields. They'll roll him out right. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful.
Bro, I don't know what
anything into coverage right
this
there.
fluky ass game is doing.
But the best part for him, he's got
Damn,
second and
it's
third
annoying.
down to fall back on.
2nd and 10. Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. Finding room to the 20. Breaks through the contact. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that, because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Fields flushed. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Montez Sweat bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now Fields. He completes it to Evans. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. That catch, number 750 of his NFL career, and it puts him even with not just 1 but 2 Hall of Famers, Michael Irvin and Charlie Joyner. So some pretty good company at 7.50.
Yeah, you talk about the playmaker, Michael Irvin, and the guy who just made plays, Charlie Joyner. And that's what we're seeing here. Similar style in terms of being dependable, being open, and turning it into plays that you remember.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And this does not end well as he's going to be out of bounds here in his own 5-yard line.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room
Did I
to
eat
work
what?
with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience.
Yeah.
There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
Dude.
About set to begin their next drive,
tripping?
the Falcons offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go,
Chicken?
It didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
I guess so. Yeah.
They go play action here on first down. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. Looking to throw. Lucas got his man complete over the middle. It's Lynch. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
On 3rd down, Hensley.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
2 first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Lucas escaping the pressure right. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Falcons are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And this is back to a 5-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play that time through the air. 36 yards. One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A shotgun snap and again to ETN. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Now a 1st down throw. Fields. Touchdown, Saints. Mike Evans with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Saints are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Santos with the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And a big-time mess on the return. He's out of bounds. He won't even get this back to the 5-yard line.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
On 1st down, Lucas. Catch is made by Hardman. Touchdown, Falcons. Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football.
And I think this is what the early proponents of the forward pass were thinking about. Get it to a receiver and have him do some work afterwards in order to create the big play we just saw there.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And now look at this.
Look at
Big
this
game.
bullshit-ass game, bro. This bullshit-ass game, bro.
So to speak, maintaining the football
This bullshit-ass game.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
I got my dude moving so slow.
And he almost gets this to the
Damn, I see this.
Down about a yard shy. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
First down carry for Henry. Into the secondary, past the 40. The 30. 10, 5, touchdown, New Orleans. Derrick Henry, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds here on the return at his own 2-yard line.
Only able to get it to the 2-yard line on his return. Not going to make a lot of friends on your team when you only get it that far.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. To throw from his end zone, Lucas. They'll get this out to Lynch, complete. And they'll get him down up past the 15. A good start there on first down. They've got to have this drive.
No doubt about it. Down a couple of scores. They have to find a way to put it in the end zone. Chunk plays, explosive plays. That will be the key to this drive.
Off play action. Lucas.
Look at I got 4 dudes just standing there. I got 4 dudes just standing there. I got 4 dudes just standing. 4, 5.
He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. To throw on second down. Lucas eluding the pressure right. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Falcons. But sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money. Gonzalez to add the PAT. And this is back to a 5-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
From the 31, Fields. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trip to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Back to throw, Fields.
I got 3 niggas right there, and he get his hand on it. Like, come on, man. Like, y'all on the bullshit, bro. Y'all on the bullshit.
They're on 3rd down, like any defense. You never want to let them get anything started. And that
God damn.
First down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty. And before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And this will be covered up. Pretty good result. It'll be down at the 14-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. The drive starts with a completion left side. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining.
Excuse me.
So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 97 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
First down, Saints.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Running out of the gun with Etienne. And that play goes nowhere. He's met behind the line, and a penalty flag may add insult to injury. Now, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
On 2nd down, a run with Etienne. They'll get 4 on second down, but it leaves them with third and still 9 to go. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So third down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. They'll fake the handoff. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And that sack certainly just strengthening his candidacy for Defensive Player of the Year. You think he's got that one in the bag yet?
I'm not willing to vote quite yet just because I won't wait till the season's over, but he is really tracking towards it. Just look at all the great plays we've seen from him throughout the season. Strength plays that you referenced there, as well as agility plays. They just have not found a way to block him consistently.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. They'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make this a second down. He'll look to throw. Able to find Perriman. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
You have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and then completions to use the clock.
Back to throw. Flushed out right. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movements. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock.
And now here is another interception. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And the Saints have just about sewn up this football game. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
550.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of
550.